Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Money is not enough for good relationships. Yeah, and I really need to address this because you have some people coming out and sometimes I get some comments and they'll say, oh, just have money. And people say, oh, if you just have money. And you know what's funny? I already know the people saying that don't actually have money themselves. Because then they know the truth. It takes more than money. Now, money is important, of course, but money is more important so you can live a good life. But the money itself, really, that's not the sole factor with women. Even these women who talk about they looking for a man with money and to level up. One thing about women when they talk publicly, very few will tell the whole truth. Always understand that. They will tell a partial truth. Now, yes, they like a guy with money, but that's usually a secondary concern, provided that man is also what they consider physically attractive or sexually appealing, good in the bedroom. And then the money part, that comes on the list, but it's a secondary thing. And that's usually just enough money. That's usually just enough money if the man she considers him select, just so he ain't draining her bank account. And even then, if he's sexy enough, shoot, they might not mind spending their own money. That's why you get a lot of select men. They'll have the women buying them stuff or not making a big deal out of it. Or they usually play the guys who just have money. And the reason I mentioned this in a podcast I did Saturday. When I talk about these things, I ain't just something I'm just saying out the blue. I've been paying attention to these things since the late 70s. I've been seeing it. Like, there's this thing like guys, they see a celebrity and the celebrity got a woman, or they see a rich guy with a woman. Well, unless you've seen those two having sex in the bedroom, a lot of stuff you don't know what's going on. Over the years, I've known dozens. When I say dozens of women who've known named celebrities. And you'd be surprised what's going on in those relationships. I mean, you're talking celebrities with they got money, fame, and everything. You meet some women say, oh, yeah, I dealt with that dude. He wasn't good in bed. He got a little dick. Oh, he a punk behind closed doors. He's just like, shit. But they also but they got celebrity. They got money. They like so. Think about it. And that's a lot of times. If you look at like many of the men who are complaining about their women cheating on them, or if you want to even get deeper, go to some of these family courts and the guys being hit up for alimony, child support, whatever. These guys got money. So wait a minute. If money is what it's take, but the women still rolling anyway, boom. And then a lot of times the women rolling with some guy who might not have as much money. I've seen this happen so much. It's like I've personally seen it. It ain't something I got to speculate on or read about, Because I don't know. There's so many stories. I know several women who, like I said, dealt with named celebrities. Like I had a detractor. He tried to compare me to a very well-known celebrity, and I just kind of laughed. He's like, yeah, this guy's alpha. And I was like, no, that dude is a cuckold. But this dude this dude's a known millionaire. He's a cuckold. His woman ain't even treating him like right. I could call that name too. I ain't gonna call it. And you get a lot of it. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. He got money and stuff, but the woman's still treating him like shit. And there's some celebrities now. If you watch their body language, you learn to read some body language. You got some celebrities, some politicians, they with a woman, but the woman is giving them the body language like whatever. You could probably even see that. Sometimes some people on social media might point it out. So I'm like, man, that's not enough. See, understand something about money. Understand something about money. It's a tool. It's like, yeah, you can pay your bills and everything, but okay, then what? Understand one thing with women. The thing, they interact with how a man makes them feel. Money is neutral. Money is a tool. Like anybody could spend money on a woman. Anybody can spend money, so that's not special in a woman's eyes. And then there's a lot of guys who hand women the money regardless of what the woman was doing and buying them stuff, and the woman's like, ho hum yawn. But it's the personality that gets the woman. It's the charisma. Does that guy have some charisma? You know, can that guy have a conversation with this woman? You know, does he look good to the woman? Like a lot of guys say, well, you don't need looks as long as you got money. You'd be surprised. Like I know one guy. I got so many stories about it. I know one guy, he was like short and overweight, thought he had all this money and everything. I knew his woman. And she, she'll say, oh yeah, I'm with him. And he looking all smiling and stuff, but the same woman was cheating with another woman. The same woman. Shit, I know of another woman. She with this guy. This a young guy, rich guy. This guy, he lived in an apartment, didn't even clean it himself. He could pay a maid and everything. Oh shoot, she went and got with a guy who was just an ordinary server. But the guy clicked with him. Because you still got to do all of that. That's why you get a lot of guys, they got money. In fact, you had some matchmakers, they'll tell you, they'll get guys who are making at least 6 figures, maybe even $1 million. And they having trouble setting these guys up with people. And these guys got money, they got status, but it comes down to, okay, you got all that money, then what? Because see, one of the things with many women, despite what a lot of dudes think, most women, middle class and above, got money. Or at least enough money. If you're talking about, there's 2 types of women who might not have money, or no, really only one type, because I was about to say gold diggers, but a lot of gold diggers still have money anyway. In fact, a really good gold digger running that game on a man, she'll spend money on him first. She'll take that whole she want him for money thing out the picture. She'll spend money. She'll buy him stuff first. She'll get his. She'll like soften his defenses, and she'll wait. She'll pay for stuff, and then she'll casually wait for him to spend his own money on his own without her asking. And then a few months later, all of a sudden, she ain't spending shit. And a lot of them do have decent jobs. But the only type of woman that's definitely looking at a guy for money, and only on a partial basis, is like a poor woman. One of these ratchet women or something. They need somebody to pay the bill. And even then, they limit the sex with them, and they still get with some guy ain't spending 1 penny on. So it's not enough. Now, as far as making money, you definitely want to make it for yourself. You want to live good. But whenever you get that woman and she try to make it about money, man, she just using you. She just using you. She gonna use you, get your money, while she say either saves her money, or until she get that guy that she considers charismatic, good looking, sexy, all that stuff she want that make her feel a certain way. Because I'm gonna tell you something now. One of the oldest games I was given when I was young. Now, I learned a lot of game from women. They broke down some stuff, but it was like many men who taught me some stuff too. They say, hey, don't approach a woman with your wallet in your hand. Take that out of the equation. Take that out of the equation. Even now, if I happen to run into any woman, start talking to them, I don't tell them what I do. I let them think I'm just some dude out here, because then I see right away what they about. But get that out of the equation. You want to make money, of course, but don't get it out of get it out of your head that you're using it to get women. You making that money so you can live well. That money is for you. That money need to stay in your bank account. It need to pay your bills. It need to keep the type of place roof over your head, whether it's apartment, home, whatever. Need to have you in a car that you ain't worrying about fixing. Need to keep food in your stomach. And as far as women, nah, take that out the equation. Take it out the equation. Deal with women on another level. Now, she'll pay attention to it, but it's a secondary thing if she's feeling you. It's a secondary thing that comes in more if it's about some long-term thing. And really, even then, it's more about you ain't going to, like, empty her pockets. But, yeah, it's not enough for a good relationship. It really isn't. Because anytime, even when women bring it up, she ain't really feeling you. She ain't feeling. Trust me. I know. I actually, like I said, I've known guys out here. Shoot, they dealing with women who making more money, but as long as they make the woman feel a certain way, the women are good with it. And remember, I ain't speculating on nothing. If I haven't personally seen it or experienced it, I don't talk about it. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.